Wouldn't you argue that most people only learn something once they go through the experience? Take the example of women. Despite hearing the father say that the guy she's dating is a bad boy, she ignores her dad's advice, and the bad boy does what he is best at, aka pump and dumper. And only then, if she's humble enough, will she admit that she's wrong. Well, this man was raised by a single mother, so he's got the insights of an insider and, as a consequence, does not want to date a single mom.
Specifically, the turnoff was, would you date a single mother? Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair.
Okay, so that makes zero sense. Dating a single mother versus being raised by a single mother isn't the same thing. And if I'm raised by a single mother, I have a better understanding of what a single mother's life entails. Therefore, I wouldn't want to date one due to the fact that I was raised by one. Her making a correlation between being raised by one and dating one makes zero sense because he didn't date his mother.
Just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
Why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
Well, ma'am, he just answered your question because he doesn't want to repeat a dysfunctional cycle.
You were raised by a single mother.
Yes. And
Is your mother still alive?
I struggled. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggled.
Okay, so your word, I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
See, this is really sad. The typical woman, no matter who she is, how she looks, she's going to say, well, I'm not going to settle. But in this situation, this woman is looking at him like, so you're saying you're not going to settle for a single mother? That's what he said. So what's the problem? He does not want to settle for a single mother, just like a woman wouldn't want to settle for a broke dude or another type of dude.
When you hear some manosphere personalities say that a woman's standards are preference, whereas a man's are discrimination, it's not because men love victimizing themselves. It's just the way it is. A woman can even claim she wants a guy with a certain tool size, and no one will bat an eye. But if a man says he wants a childless woman with no baggage and with a low or no body count, he's just a bad person. Equality is an illusion.
What is the problem?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive.
Exactly. This is sort of a dating show. And if a fat man came up to the door, the woman would be like, I don't want to settle for that fat man. But if a fat woman came to the door and he turns around and says the same thing, he might get kicked off the whole show. The man and any other man has the right to say, I don't want a single mother. What is wrong with you ladies? Women are so used to being accepted or feeling like they're accepted by virtually every man that's in their environment, where they're just like, why won't you accept me? Why don't you want me? See, sadly, women aren't used to not being accepted for who they actually are. And why is this? Disney princess crap or the men just trying to talk to them all the time. So when a man turns around and says to a woman, an attractive woman, I don't want you because of whatever reason, she's like, how dare you? But what you ladies don't understand is a man has the right to not want you. But simply because you're a woman, you think every man on the planet wants you. And that is the problem with a lot of delusional women. The second problem I have with this, which is more important than anything, is the media, because this is a show. The media gives women this delusional mindset of every man is supposed to appreciate you and like you for who you actually are, even if you're overweight, even if you're a single mother, simply because you're a woman. Mainly because their viewership is women. Think about that. This show most likely is being viewed by mainly women, mainly black women. So when a black woman on the show has a problem with what the man is saying, the host automatically goes into mother bear mode. Wait, why can't you date a single mother? Because I don't want to, ma'am. Do you see how simple that is? There's really no reason why they asked this man why he doesn't want her. Because he doesn't. And then actually on the show, because I seen this episode, he literally broke it down to her in a respectful way and said, I don't necessarily want to date a woman with kids because a lot of times when a man dates a woman with kids, he is not the priority in a relationship. And he doesn't want to make a woman his priority when a woman is not making him priority.
And there you have it. Even if you're the most polite and respectful person ever, modern day women get so triggered that they'll call you names for not wanting a single mom or any woman who does not tick your personal set of boxes for that matter. Insanity. Let's check some comments. I don't blame him one bit. As his income and value goes up, he has every right to raise his standards. Get with his program or get lost. If Ebony K. Williams can have her preference, he should do the same. Shaming tactic. They always bring in, you must hate your mother as a counter. Marrying a single mother who was raised by a single mother who also was raised by a single mother is one of my biggest regrets in life. Unfortunately, my marriage didn't last. Her so-called deadbeat baby father and her controlling mother destroyed my marriage. And now I have a daughter raised in a home with her mother, grandmother, and uncles and aunts. No man in the house. Shaking my head. Dating a single mother and being raised by a single is two different things. It didn't benefit a man to marry his mother. The same applies to him. It doesn't benefit him to deal with the single mother. She wants someone to rescue her from her bad decision. It's alright for a woman to have a preference, but it's wrong for a man to have a preference. Make it make sense. There's 3 women in the past I've dated that had kids, and it was never appreciated. A lot of single mothers are just in the relationship just to see what they can get for themselves and their kids. Trust me, like I said, I've experienced this 3 times in my life, and it will never happen again. Speaking of preferences in terms of single moms, here's the raw reality. Single moms are a bad bet, but some of them are bold enough to show off they have sex on the regular. Check this out.
A 34-year-old guy is not the same as a 34-year-old woman, and the reason why is because the things that make a woman attractive are youth, beauty, fertility, and chastity. The things that make a man attractive are success, ambition, confidence, like you mentioned earlier, right? Status. All these things take time to acquire. So a guy that's 34 versus a girl that's 34 are not the same. A woman has lost her value by the time she's 34, no offense. Versus a man, if he does the work, his value is going up. So it's not the same.
You're pretty.
That is biological fact.
Nah, okay. I agree.
Universally speaking,
I agree. Men do get better with age.
Here's the thing. This is a fact. Men between 18 to 60, they were polled. What do you find the most attractive? Women between 18 to 24.
Every guy that I've ever talked to since my baby daddy has always been younger than me.
Okay.
Every guy that I've talked to after my baby daddy has been younger than me.
Okay.
Most of the guys.
I'm not gonna lie, it's because they're horny and they would fuck anything.
Wow, that woman knows how it is.
Are younger than me.
I'm not gonna.
All
look,
the guys that
I
want to
swear I'm not trying to start another thing.
They want to
but
smash.
All the
it's 'cause
guys
they wanna
that want to have
fuck.
babies by me are younger than
They
me.
want to smash.
Because they want to fuck and they're irresponsible. Because no dude that thinks is thinking right
It's
at
one thing
24
just
wants to have a
wanna fuck,
fucking
but then
baby.
it's another thing to want to have a baby. It's one thing to want to have a relationship, and it's one thing to have.
They will
fun.
tell you anything.
Somewhere.
Young, dumb dudes will literally take it from me, my baby daddy's younger. They will tell you anything. I have names playing that. I agree on that aspect. I'm not downing you though. I swear, like I don't agree with talking about kids and talking about women, but he is making a point. Dudes that are 18 to 24, they will fuck you and you're older, and that's not taking away from your value to you. But in their eyes, they don't. Dude, it's a fuck. They don't value shit at that age, except for the nut that is coming out of their balls.
It's kind of refreshing to hear a woman who admits the truth and even lives by it. Most guys that age want to smash and even show off to their male friends that they banged a woman older than them. They'll say how good she was in bed, but never how much they want to take her to the altar.
I completely agree with your standpoint, but your standpoint is from your standpoint.
No, it's
My
from a lot of
standpoint is from my standpoint.
standpoints.
Nobody has lived
Let's
my
find out
life.
some 18 to 24-year-old men in here next time, please, and ask them what's the first thing they want to do.
No. What I was
My
saying
brain
was
hurts.
men polled between 18 to 60 years old preferred women that were 18 to 24 years old. So what I'm saying is that men universally prefer younger women.
Or
for
they
whatever
look
reason that may
18 to
be, but they
24.
do. It's
There's
the truth.
biological reasons.
It's
There's
one
biological
thing to
reasons
be
for it.
18 and 24, and it's one thing to look like you're 18 to 24. Because everywhere I go, people think I'm 18 to 24.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
But the reality is
reality
that a
is,
girl
yeah.
that's really 24 is gonna beat out a girl that's 34, even if she does look like she's 34.
in your eyes. Yeah. Yeah. And you're
Okay, you're
This
missing
is
the point.
a fact that
Okay.
men universally
Okay.
prefer younger women. So your
Okay.
statement from
We
before,
will go on your fact
that-
fit.
that-
We will go on your fact fit.
It's
your
not my
show.
fact, it's a
your
fact.
world.
Oh my
It is
God, we
not
need to like
my-
go to a mall and
Anyways.
It's not
pull
my
this
fact.
in real life.
This
Next
is
question.
not
I
my
would like
fact.
that.
This is
Okay.
a general fact of life that women,
Okay.
men since the
Okay.
beginning of time have preferred younger women. That's just how it is. And
Okay.
women prefer older men because the things that
Is-
make a man
is-
attractive
is-
take time to acquire.
Okay.
Women are born with their value. Men must create their value. I
Okay.
like.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
like
good.
that's just how it goes. Like
Okay.
I know that you're saying I make my own money and I'm 34. You know what that the equivalent is to? Let's say you walked into Starbucks with a black coffee and told them, "Hey, I want a cappuccino. I'm going to trade you this black coffee." What would Starbucks tell you?
Why would you do that? The cappuccino.
Starbucks don't do trades.
Oh, they don't, right?
No.
Why?
Because you get what you pay for.
No, because they already have coffee. So in other words, you have to trade money to get the coffee that you want, not your own coffee. That's how men feel that have money. We don't care about your money.
If I do go into
It doesn't make
Starbucks
you
and
sexy.
say I want a cappuccino instead of coffee, they will give it to me. But I'm just saying.
Men want women that
Yo,
they
Not
can
even
trade.
whole with your own coffee.
You're missing the point of the whole analogy. The
Listen,
analogy
I
is
got
that
your point.
you can't
It's your
barter.
show.
Stop.
It's-
You can't barter with something that they already have. You have to barter with something that they value. Men don't value a woman's money. We value
They
youth,
don't.
beauty, and fertility. You value success. So you could trade the coffee to someone else, but not Starbucks.
I'm 34, I make my own money. Bruh, that's called being a functioning adult in society. You know what's even more ridiculous? Her whole life is the perfect example of what Myron is explaining to her, yet she still keeps on denying and arguing. And no one thinks she is 24, she looks at least 30. I love it. Her ego will never let her accept the truth of her failed ideology. You go, queen, down your lonely, sad path. A 34-year-old woman is flattered when you call them 24. Call a 24-year-old a 34-year-old and see her reaction. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.